than that.
Kitty's got 7 ability power.
Interesting. I guess maybe a mix-up in the rune pages, but she got 75 AD. So. Oh! She notices. That was a misstep.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, Max trapped Caitlyn. I think... Well, you have it there. Olene, you're going for the turret. Who do you think's going to get the turret? So do you think Kitty's going to get the turret?
If Kitty wins, it's from a turret. If Luke wins, it's from CS. That's
okay, and I'm just going to go. I think even with the slight mishap in Masteries, I still think Kitty's going to get the first blood. It might not be straight away. It might not be for 15 minutes, but I've got a feeling that it'll be for the first blood. Okay. And of course, Yordle Snapchat's got a bit extra damage now from the penetration and ability power she's got mixed up. And there's also the fact that Heimerdinger is a Yordle, so you have like hidden passive that Riot hasn't told us because fuck Riot logic. Do you think Luke's going to recall there? No, minions have already spawned.
Yep, passive regen. He's got his cloth armor. He's playing a very defensive game, not looking to kill, or he'd be taking ignite. And we've seen him play aggressive champions that require things like ignite. Elise, for example.
Could the lack of ignite be down to the fact that they're more scared of each other rather than they think they can kill each other? They want to protect themselves from the other rather than. It is quite ballsy to like. I've been going for pot ignite and then playing someone like Riven. Yeah, because I wanted to go balls deep, but it's not necessarily It's probably a very bad idea because it's probably going to come back to shoot me in the face. But
given the stakes of this game, I think it's for safety. I don't think it's from play styles. And it's also partly due to the champions, but I think the champion choice might have had an influence. I wouldn't expect to see somebody like a Riven in these group stages. I mean, yeah. We'll see.
It is a risky. It is risky, and 2 minutes in, Kitty does have a 2 advantage, 3, and the lane is now pushed into a turret. So Luke's been pushing the lane and not managing to get the CS, so he's putting himself at a disadvantage.
I know towers prioritize turrets, I believe. So there you go. So
it's then just making it easier for Kitty to farm. So he's throwing away his advantage. He's throwing away his zoning advantage because he's not getting the CS, and he's. Well, I guess we'll see. It's as it pushes on. The first recalls to be interesting if there are first recalls. Like, so you think I agree that we're in for the long. We just disagree in the manner in which the game is won. Luke getting harassed down.
Yeah, he's
taking slight damage.
Running very heavily through his mana. I feel like he's got to be a bit more protected with the turrets. But yeah, he is very push oriented. I mean, if he's just throwing out the rockets for no reason, he's either planning to recall very soon, or he's going very push oriented, or both. And he's going to try to freeze the lane here. The turret is nice for that, but Kitty's got a good way to deal with it.
Again, he's losing minions to the turret. There's another one gone.
And now he's out of mana. And
he's just missing CS. It's still only 6 difference, but it is slipping.
There we go. There's that CS. Yeah, and Kitty's just pushing it into the tower as she's supposed to do. I mean, I don't deny that she has kill potential on Heimerdinger, but because Heimerdinger is more of a safe champion and he's not going to be committing to fights that can be turned around, it's harder for Caitlyn to exert that kind of pressure. I feel like Kitty's playing pretty far back for how the lane is right now. I mean, Luke's out of mana, and that means that a lot of his his ability to respond to Kitty's threat. Yeah, there you go. See, she's
headshot straight on.
Yeah, and I think realizing that how much zone potential she has with the headshot, starting to get a bit more aggressive. Maybe not. So let's see.
Kitty now on 26, so the difference is now 10. So she's winning on the farm game. There's a lot of damage again. It is a chunk, that Piltover.
And she's giving him no opportunity to get back to lane. And without anybody running teleport, if she just keeps this up, Luke doesn't have any way to get mana. He doesn't have any way to really recover. He's got to find a way to stop Kitty from pushing this so far.
Yeah. Straight onto the chart there. There's the Piltover.
And one of those ways is just forcing yourself to recall through health. So we got the turret placed up. That's very smart. He pops the health pot before leaving, which I guess is a mistake. But the turret placement is good before you leave because that's a way to help thin the wave without being there. Because, yeah, now Kitty's starting to get shot. Oh, tower. Ooh,
2 tower
yikes.
hits there. Chugging the pot because of it. Slight mishap.
And the tower deals increased damage for each auto that it lands on you. So, second shot's even worse.
I'm just curious. Luke's level 5 and he's playing against an AD carry, yet he doesn't have his blind.
I think because it's slow moving and because it's very predictable as to where where it's going and where it might end up. It's hard for that to land, and I think Kitty can respond pretty well. He doesn't really have any very good approach to getting close enough to make it a worthwhile endeavor. The turrets are obviously going to be maxed because Heimerdinger, and a lot of people do missiles and stuff, but it's not your conventional AP mid matchup. He hits the trap. Okay, so there we go. There's a second turret coming up. Yeah, so I feel that the missiles and turrets are the way to go. I wouldn't necessarily do the stun because I don't think you're guaranteed to really get it.
It just could be nice during mid-rotation, but again, it's just personal choice. Kitty now the one not without any mana, taking harass from Luke. Look, turret pushed. The lane looks like it's resetting. Slight advantage to Luke with the turrets. Kitty taking harass from them.
Yeah. And he's using the opportunity. Oh, he's zoned Kitty out, but the missile is just going to hit the back line. But he's doing his job. He's shoving. And he's giving Kitty the same ultimatum. Either recall or stay in lane with a disadvantage. And she gets missiled again. Can't keep this up. He's got his tier now, and the turret's again going to get focused down. He's going to.
He's going to press R for some reason.
I believe it. I believe it would be mostly just for a tier stack than anything else, and it serves the function of giving an extra tower shot. But overall, I think it's for the tier stack.
Interesting that tier on a first blood match. Interesting choice. I suppose the mana regen's nice, but you'll never get it built into Archangels ever. The game's not going to be going on for long enough. Someone would have won by then.
Yeah, I mean the good mana. I mean it gives you 250 mana, which I believe Chalice isn't because it's really a tier versus Chalice thing.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
And he's got spammable rockets. He's got other people can build tier better than him. But it's not something like, I don't know, somebody with very long cooldowns that can't build tier up. So here we go. He's got really decent damage going on that tower.
That's Kitty's tower now down to 700, whereas Luke's tower is still sitting up at 996. Tower's down to 400, whereas Kitty is going. There's the Piltover.
He's going to retreat. Now he's out of mana.
I think that's going to send a message to Kitty. She can't afford to leave lane. It's down to 274, and it was practically full.
And he was able to capitalize on that, on that recall a lot better than she was. His tower is still not totally healthy, but I mean, the power of Heimerdinger is just, yeah.
Well, Kitty's now got Zerkers and Vamp Scepter.
Okay, and we saw her pick up Zerkers the last time she played Caitlyn.
Yeah, against me.
Mm-hmm. As a way to be, I don't know if she necessarily. Yeah, I think the mobility is not too necessary in this case because Luke hasn't really been attempting to establish danger zones aside from where his turrets are. So I don't know. She likes the Vamp Scepter. She's picked that up in her Jace game. She picked it up in the Caitlyn game.
It's the added sustain while still giving some form of damage, I guess.
Yeah, and the reason she had to recall last time was because Luke was able to poke her down very well with the missiles. But now we're getting another one of these ultimatums where you're pushed up to your tower and you haven't recalled, and now you need to make the decision. And can I recall, get what I need, and come back without them taking my tower? And now that he's got double turrets, it's a bit easier. Piltover comes out. Ouch.
Right. So we're down. Kitty's down. Well, Kitty's up to 58 CS. 9 minutes into the game. Luke's just bead. Got a Chalice. So he's gone tier Chalice cloth armor. 43 CS, but he's got a massive turret advantage at the minute. Kitty laying some hurt down to that turret. Luke just passing his inhibitor. This turret might not be there for much longer.
Oh.
Is she going to stay and try and take it?
No, can't quite do it, but now See, now the turret victory is looking, can't see it getting to 100 CS without somebody pushing it outright. The thing is, Kitty's very low on mana, and if she can't clear the waves that Luke is about to be clearing out, she's going to be forced with that ultimatum again. And this time, it's going to be a loss if she recalls without enough breathing room.
Yeah, whoever recalls dies. Whoever leaves the lane by death or by recall loses. So, it's now. This game's going to be won within the next 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, in this event, I'm going to be giving the advantage to Luke. Okay, there's a grenade coming out. I've got to give the advantage to Luke just because he's invested heavily in mana regen. He's got no ability power anywhere aside from the 39 from other sources, Runes and Masteries.
Yeah,
and now he hits her. Barrier comes out.
There's the barrier.
Not quite, but Kitty takes some damage trying to kill that turret.
Kitty's still got a barrier though, stuck at 50 mana. There's the auto attacks. She doesn't seem to be getting the headshots onto Luke very often though. They tend to be going towards blasting minions. 76 minions, so she's getting close to that 100 target.
Luke's just throwing out more turrets. He's just trying to get the waves pushed as much as possible. Yeah. Any opening to get that turret cleared.
There's that turret gone.
Not very aggressive.
Freezing the lane, taking the
she's going in on him. She says, my minions will be here. I'm just going to get the free shots. So that was very well played. Good decision making by Kitty.
Luke's barrier is down. Kitty does have the Piltover, but she does only have
53 mana. Piltover takes 90. Ace takes 100. So she's not going to be able to do that combo without recall. And there's a stun out. Oh, but it misses. And she's getting the auto attacks. Minions though.
There's the Piltover again.
Comes out. And
puts
now
Luke down to, what's he on? With 307, 310 with his regen.
So now we're in a bind. See, okay, so very little health on Luke, very little mana. He's got the Chalice that's going to be picking up, very quickly. But his wave clear is suffering, and Kitty's still got her attack range no matter what her health and mana are.
There's 87 CS.
Yeah, the CS difference might actually start coming out.
88.
There's a missile, and Kitty doesn't commit to that fight. She's got the flash, but I guess he does too.
She's got the flash and barrier, so she can afford to be taking the slight minion damage. 90 CS, missed one. (91) Is she getting CS count for every turret she takes out as well?
I believe they get, I believe similar to wards, the turrets will give you CS as well. But she's taking damage. He flashes, he missiles, the barrier comes out. Oh my god, it could come down to the... He doesn't want to go commit to the turret just yet. To the tower.
There's 92, 93 on Kitty.
It's good.
She's got the Vamp Scepter. She can
7 minions in this wave, 93. If he places a turret and she gets everything in the... Okay, so we saved this wave now.
Kitty just needs to get... If she can get that one Piltover and then get the final auto attack or headshot off. She's taking that turret hit. Not a good idea.
All summoners are down. Luke is just burning through mana whenever he gets it. He's getting so much back. He had 40 just a couple of seconds ago. Ace of the Hole comes out. Not quite. Just intended to pressure him. He's gonna throw out the ult.
Uses ultimate.
He's got a big wave. She's got to kill him. She has to focus him. She can't clear out the minions. Oh, and she knows what she has to do.
96. There's
Kitty's got the
minions here, and there's two turrets and 3 minions.
Turret can't quite attack the tower. He's going so ballsy.
Oh, there's enough minions left.
Oh my god!
It just skims him.
Oh my god! That could have been it right there. And on the turret! First blood! Kitty!
GG!
Well played.
Kitty gets the first blood. Not the same way I thought it would be, but she gets the first blood.
Takes the win. Well predicted. Alright. Close this game.